Welcome to the Bank First Ranger Hour. Super Talk Mississippi 93.7 Spotlight on Northwest Community College. And you can listen to our live stream at supertalknorthms.com. Just click on the link for the Bank First Ranger Hour. Now, here's your host, Gary Darby.
Off and running for another day, our North Mississippi Spotlight program becomes the Bank First Ranger Hour on Thursdays. And on this October 24th, in the year 2024, here's what we have in store. Men's basketball coach Shane Oakley will be the first guest of the day. We have football going on, women's soccer, volleyball that I will discuss at the back end of the program. Big games all around, matches all around for all of those teams. But men's basketball, women's basketball as well, getting ready to start their schedule. They've done some exhibition and some scrimmage work. But we'll talk about the new roster with Coach Oakley in the upcoming men's basketball season at 9:15-ish. And then when we're done, Dr. Andrew Dale, he's going to be with us to talk more about different things in, whether it's fine arts, the institution all the way around, and we'll get into things happening in the Heindl Center. We'll get into homecoming week as it is and everything that has been going on the Northwest campus with Dr. Dale coming up at 9:30. So that is our Bank First Ranger Hour schedule for today. That's what we're going to talk with you about. And again, we'll get you some updates on other things in the sports world and academic world as well. A lot of nationally ranked teams that are going on. And we will get to all of that in our program today. How we doing? Everything all right out there? You enjoying another, nice, crisp day to open it up? The weather forecast this morning on Super Talk is a service of Discount Building and Home Center. They're located on Highway 6 West in Oxford. One-stop shop. You're looking for building supplies and hardware, the latest in home decor at the Home Center. It's all there for you. Be a decent time to do some of those projects right now. Not too hot, not too cold. I don't know if it's just right, but it's right enough to get out and do some of those things you might need to do. 85 for the afternoon, high 55, the overnight low. And you can continue with that forecast tomorrow. Then look for it to cool down a little bit. Upper 80s, maybe even upper 70s, and maybe low 70s on Sunday. And then we see into November with highs in the 60s. How about that? Next best chance for rain, still about a 30% chance next weekend in the North Mississippi area. Discount Building and Home Center, Highway 6 West in Oxford. Again, supplies, hardware, home decor, if you need it, they are there for you. And if you are looking for something, you're not going to any of the college football games in and around, and we've got a lot of them in this North Mississippi area, whether it is Ole Miss, Oklahoma, Mississippi State, Arkansas, Memphis hosting a game. We got all these kind of people that pull for different teams in, obviously, this Super Talk area. A lot of them are at home. But if you decide this weekend you're not going to go to any of those, you want to swing the clubs, Tunica National Golf and Tennis, right? You know where I'm going with this. It's your opportunity to play a great course, one of the best public courses in North Mississippi. Enjoy the weekend weather that, again, is going to be in the 70s for highs. Great day to walk that course. Do what you do out there. If you don't want the full 18, they've got a short course ready for you. Maybe you just want to go to the driving range. You can do that. You can do a lot of different things, even stay and play. Maybe you're coming into maybe you haven't thought about what you want to do, or maybe there's somebody coming in. They can work things out for you at Tunica National. You go to tunicanational.com, okay? Find out all you want about Tunica National Golf and Tennis. We open up at 62 degrees, sunshine, and a great-looking Thursday in North Mississippi. Super Talk's home is on 93.7. However you're listening to us this morning, thank you so much. We're going to talk Northwest Community College basketball next.
56 years of funk and soul.
We like soul. What a capital is.
Bumpsters unite for Tower of Power. Friday, October 25th, 7:30 p.m. Heindl Center for the Performing Arts in Senatobia, Mississippi. Tower of Power. On sale at HeindlCenter.org. Tower of Power, live.
As a hometown bank, Bank First is proud to offer top-notch banking products like home, personal, and business loans, and perks-earning checking accounts. Bank First supports local businesses and people who support their communities. We believe our towns, no matter the size, deserve the best products and the best customer service. An experience we all deserve. We're hometown banking at its best. We're Bank First. Do you bank with us? You should. Bank First is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Bolin Air Conditioning and Heating in Oxford is dedicated to providing the best possible solution for your home or business. Worrying about your air conditioning system is a waste of time. That's why Bolin Air Conditioning keeps the worry away by offering free estimates on new Train systems. We love our customers, so emergency service is available if you need a repair. Visit us online at bowlingacandheat.com or Facebook at Bolin AC and Heat, or call Travis Hubner at 662-897-9853. It's hard to stop a train.
Hey Oxford, are you ready to give your vehicle the care it deserves? At Dipsticks, we understand your vehicle is more than just transportation. It's your freedom, personality, and usually your first or second most valuable asset. That's why the technicians at our 2 locations in Oxford treat your vehicle with the care it deserves. Visit our long-standing location on Jackson Avenue for comprehensive oil change services, or drop by our latest branch, Dipsticks Tire and Lube, located on James Kimmons Road, where we offer a range of services including oil changes, tires, alignments, and brake services. Dipsticks, come to us for a change.
At Oxford Insurance Agency, we know all about the competitive world of business. After all, we offer several different national carriers. Let us know what type of coverage you need, from workers' compensation and property casualty to general liability, business auto, and cyber insurance. We offer the right policies for you.
Hi, this is David Krause with Oxford Insurance, Oxford's hometown agency for over 100 years. Stop by our offices on North Lamar or go to oxins.com.
Are you interested in providing an excellent education for your children? One that not only challenges them academically, but also spiritually and morally. Magnolia Heights School may be the perfect fit for your family. Admissions for 2025-2026 are officially underway. We will host a preview day for our youngest Chiefs, grades 3K through 5K, on Tuesday, November 12th. Mini Magnolia Preview Day is a great way to see our pre-K and kindergarten classrooms in action. Please contact the admissions office at 662-562-4491. Discover more at Magnolia Heights School.
This hour is Everything Northwest, your connection to Northwest Mississippi Community College, and powered by Bank First. Thanks for joining us on the Bank First Ranger Hour. Join the conversation now by texting 662-426-1093.
Dr. Andrew Dale will be in the back end of the program. We'll talk with him. Plus, we will update you on all of the other sports that are going on in the world, but good longtime friend and men's basketball coach Shane Oakley's on the phone now. Let's talk about the Ranger basketball team. How are we doing, Coach?
Doing well, Gary. Thanks for having me, my man.
You know, we were talking about a lot of different things, and one of the questions I actually did want to ask you, I know you're in season. I know you're recruiting constantly. I know you see some high school games to recruit. You were coaching your own. You're probably going to some other games along the way. But do you get an opportunity much to watch basketball? And I ask that because, you know, we have plays that you take from someone else, right? I like the way they defend this. I like the way they run that offense. Do you get a chance to watch a lot of basketball throughout the year or go to any other games besides your own?
I get a chance to watch it on TV a little bit. I watched the Grizzlies last night. I enjoy watching them. I enjoy watching Ja, how talented he is and how he makes everybody a better around him, and just see how talented those guys are. Most people that watch don't really understand how good those guys are, and it helps me explain, because a lot of our guys, I wish they watch more college basketball, but they don't. They watch more pro, and so they don't quite understand that maybe they're not near as good as those guys that are getting paid to do this for a living. But But I do get a chance. I get a chance to go over to Ole Miss every once in a while, or Memphis, on a Wednesday night maybe when we're not playing and watch. But you're always trying to see something, whether it be a clip on Twitter or a play or and still this or that from somebody that you watch. And, because I'm a firm believer, if you stop learning, then you're not going to get much better. So we're trying to do a little better every day by whatever we're doing, whether it's watching TV, watching a ball game, or listening to somebody. So it's always good to, in the basketball world, we call steal ideas because everybody does it. Nobody's reinventing the wheel. It's something that somebody else has done before most of the time. So, yeah, I enjoy going to games. I enjoy watching on TV when we are not playing.
Coach Oakley is with us. We're going to get into his roster. We're going to get into his team and what he's already seen maybe in some practices and scrimmages along the way. With that, and I think basketball in general, even college itself, maybe not to the point, obviously, that the NBA has gotten to a lot of shoot the three or get the lay-in or the dunk, right? The mid-range game is just not there in a lot of ways in the college or the NBA. And I've often thought, boy, if you could just get that guy that can hit that mid-range 12 to 15-foot jumper, and you can continue to get up and down the floor, tray it up, lay it up, whatever you want to say, would be best. Do you have any of that mid-range stuff in what you do, or like everyone else, the basketball world today, it's we're putting up threes, we're rebounding it and putting it back?
Gary, I think every coach would love to have somebody that's a mid-range guy that really thrives on that, and I think we have one for sure that can do that. The problem is when you go watch kids practice or when you go watch them play, when they first come out of the gym, the first thing they do, they grab the ball and they go to the three-point line.
Yeah.
It never fails. And I don't know if they just because they think it's more points, so let's start there. But as a coach, you try to, when we do shooting drills, our main focus is the mid-range. It's not the three. Because you'd be surprised at how many guys shoot it better from the three than they do the mid-range, but it's simply because they don't work on it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Some coaches' philosophy is I'd rather shoot more threes, and even if we make less, then we're still going to score more points, and I get that to a certain degree. But a lot of folks are they've gone away from that. Absolutely, we're trying to find what you do well and get you to do more of that, and what you don't do well, try to do a little bit less of that. So that's kind of my philosophy on it. But absolutely, if you can find a guy that can wear it out from mid-range, from 15 in, and the old bank shot that's not, you don't see a lot of people shoot that off the glass anymore. They don't even know what you're talking about half the time, or don't even know what the square is up there for. They think it's for looks. But it's a lost art for sure.
I use this even in coaching, baseball and high school guys today, something that I got from the great Don Edwards, listening to him back in the day. And that was know what you can and cannot do. And you do what you can, right? And
that's right.
Don't do what you can't do. Let's do what you can do. All right, so
that was definitely his favorite quote. Definitely.
Know what you can and cannot do. The great Phantom himself. All right, what have we learned in practice? Well, we're going to get into some names and different things with this team. Have you had some scrimmages, some exhibitions, some things to look at your club against someone else besides other Northwest Rangers?
We have. We've played 3 or 4 scrimmages. We had a couple in Jackson. We had one here, and we had one here against Delta State the other day, which they got us pretty good, which I knew was coming. We went to Jackson and had a decent showing up there, and played Jackson State Community College here and won. And so we've learned a lot with this group that we have. I've got some guys that are transferred in that are sophomores. And then I've got about 4 returning sophomores, but out of those 4 that returned, only 2 of them played a significant minutes last year. So it's basically a whole new roster besides 2 people that, and so trying to get some game experience is critical. Like I said, we played Delta State the other day at our place and kind of took one on the chin. Started out really good early, but kind of figured that was going to happen when you're taking a bunch of freshmen and sophomores and and we're playing juniors and seniors that have been really good in our league and other leagues across the country. You kind of see that, and the main goal of that is to see where you are and how kids handle adversity. So it was good for us to experience the not so good side of basketball and see how kids react, and how they take coaching the next day. So it's been good, and I've seen some good things. We're long and athletic. Our guard situation is young, and so that's always a challenge as a coach. But I think I've got some guys that are really capable and are trying to do what we're asking them to do, and we're looking forward to it.
Well, you mentioned what's next, and that's looking at the roster. They're more 6'4", 6'5" guards, and then on up, 6'6", 6'7", 6'8", 6'9". You got a 7-footer on the roster, it looks like, too, right? So you do have – is that maybe your tallest, longest, lengthiest team, so to speak, that you've had in a while?
It absolutely is, and that was our kind of goal in recruiting, was to get longer and more athletic. Dorian Booker, the 7-footer, is a transfer from UNO out of New Orleans, and we're excited about him. He's going to be our focal point and what we try to run things through. And then our guard situation with Bo Nicholas from New Orleans is a talented kid that we're looking for big things from, and who played a lot as a freshman. Keanu Patrick, a 6'7" guard out of Biloxi, kind of a guard forward that we think can shoot the three and handle a little bit, and got to get him to get in there and rebound and be a little bit more physical. But we've got some pieces, and excited about Caleb Hunt, a kid that's going to play the point, and Colleen Brown, another kid that can play the point. Both of those kids, one from Caleb from Olive Branch and Colleen from Holly Springs. So got some guys that we're excited about. Got a lot to figure out. Got a lot to work on. We go to Northeast tomorrow and play in a jamboree again, and that'll be our final tune-up before we get ready for November 1st. So we're excited. Got a long way to go. Got a lot to work on. But I like my guys, and as long as they come and keep working, I think we'll have an opportunity to be pretty good.
Who will you see in Boonville in this jamboree tomorrow?
We're playing Jackson State Community College, and then we're playing Shelton State out of Alabama. So it'll be a good test for us. We played Jackson State here earlier and beat them. We haven't faced Shelton State yet, which will be a good challenge for us. Play somebody that you don't normally play. And the good thing here early is you don't really have a scout report. It's more about us. It's about trying to figure out what you're good at, what you need to work on. After this, we'll come back Sunday and we'll have all the way up to the following Friday to get ready for our games on the 1st and 2nd. So, kind of gives you a chance to fine-tune some things, to add some things that you have in but you haven't shown, but it's been good. It's been a good preseason. I think the guys are looking forward to facing somebody else on a daily basis that is not our uniform, and I'm excited to see what we get to do this year.
So his schedule does begin in West Memphis, Arkansas, Friday, November 1st, and Saturday the 2nd, and then there will be some other non-Mississippi teams that will be in there. What can you tell us about the rest of Mississippi? A lot like every other sport, I know, right?
Right.
Every other sport's going to have nationally ranked teams somewhere along the way. Men's basketball is no different.
No, absolutely. Our schedule is not easy. Jones is ranked in the top 10. Won it last year. Went to the national tournament. Will have a chance again. Northeast is always really good. East Mississippi is really good. Itawamba's really good. Pearl River's really good. There's not an easy out on the schedule. But that's you got to show up. You got to play every night. You got to bring a good work ethic and go compete. And that's what it's about. It's about finding young men that are willing to lay it on the line every night and try to represent our school and themselves in the right way. And that's what we're going to try to do.
Coach Oakley, it's always a pleasure talking with you. I'm sure I'll be in Howard Coliseum at some point throughout the season to check you guys out. Good luck and health-wise. Boy, here's one of the things that obviously play into it every year, right? Keeping guys healthy, dealing with the Grizzlies as I do, watching what happened, an historic NBA season, not the kind you want, with injuries, different starters, total players, minutes missed. So here's hopefully to a healthy season for you as well.
I appreciate that, Gary, and that goes. It's definitely a huge part of athletics, and that's why the preseason is so important, because you got to get the next man ready when somebody goes down, and hopefully you build enough depth where obviously you'll miss a good player if he goes down, but you got to train keeps on rolling. But we appreciate it. I appreciate you having me on, and I look forward to seeing you soon.
Hey, we still got to keep working at Brian Oakley. I think he's the last Oakley I've never interviewed, right? I've gotten everybody else.
Well, you may be saving the best for last. So he happens to be a lot smarter than me and my twin brother, so don't tell him that. But, you'll definitely be saving the best for last.
I mean, I've had Phil on, I've had Brooks on, I've had everybody, right? I've had almost everybody along the way.
That's right.
All right, buddy.
Right.
Good luck this season.
I appreciate the time. Go Rangers.
Coach Shane Oakley with us on the program. So the great family all the way around. They have been in the Senatobia and Tate County area for many, many years now, and you know the name throughout the world of sports, throughout all different sports, and always good to get a chance to talk to any of them. That was Shane Oakley, head men's basketball coach at Northwest Community College. The roster is, again, as he mentioned, a lot of size there. Guys that can get up and down the floor, guards that are going to be leading things, 6'2", 6'3", up to 6'5", 6'6", and then moving into the forward spots with some 6'7", 6'8", 6'9", and the big 7-footer that he mentioned. They'll play in that Jamboree at Northeast Community College tomorrow in Booneville, and then get the regular season started on Friday, November 1st. The first time they will have a regular season home game will be on November the 14th against Coahoma. It will not be a conference game because they'll play a couple of teams from Mississippi that will not count in conference play. That actually will not begin until January. Of course, they'll play all the way up until the Christmas break, December the 14th, get a full almost month away, and then come back and get ready for some conference time. Thanks to Coach Oakley for being on our Ranger Hour today. And we thank Bank First for being the one that helps power this Thursday, 9 to 10 a.m. show. We'll come back with Dr. Andrew Dale and continue things academically and other things happening all throughout NWCC next.
.97% of consumers go online to find and research local businesses. The return on a robust search engine marketing plan yields an average return on investment of $2 for every dollar spent. Like to know more? Hi, this is Rick Mize, Market Manager for SuperTalk Mississippi Media. Would you like to get a report card on how you're doing on the Internet highway? Simply go to stmmdigital.com, click on the free demo for a free assessment of your digital presence. SuperTalk Mississippi Media is helping businesses across the state and North Mississippi reach their customers and prospects. We offer services from website design to optimization products and targeted display advertising, including retargeting, geofencing, first-party addressable. Reach out to any SuperTalk Mississippi Media representative to get started. You can reach me, R. Mize, at supertalk.fm. Or go to our stmmdigital.com site and ask for a free assessment and get started on your digital journey today.
Imagine a world where families are spared the anguish of losing a loved one to an opioid overdose. It's possible, and it starts with you. Join us in the fight against overdoses. Learn the signs, carry naloxone, and inform others of the dangers of opioids. Visit odfree.org for free overdose resources. Opioid overdose prevention is everyone's responsibility. Let's protect our communities and save lives together.
Growing up, my dad used to take me to the game at the stadium. We'd watch our favorite team play, and then we'd always eat at Zaxby's. That's why it means so much to me that Zaxby's is the official chicken of college fans. To me, they go together perfectly. It reminds me of my dad and...
Oh, come on, Ref! Are you serious? Get some glasses! Terrible call!
Now I take my kids to the game, and we always eat at Zaxby's too.
We're proud to be the official chicken of college fans. Zaxby's, indescribably good.
Zaxby's on Main Street, Senatobia.
Northeast Mississippi Electric Power Association is locally owned and not for profit. We are focused on the neighbors and communities we serve. We also play a key role in the local economy and provide employment opportunities to folks who live right here in our community. This commitment to serve is core to our beliefs. We're committed to giving back through involvement with schools, community organizations, and entrepreneurship opportunities. Northeast Power, we're community owned, community built, community builder.
Lately, your car does well to make it to the mailbox.
And it couldn't pass a turtle pushing a wheelbarrow.
You need to see your transmission's friend, Mo. Mo's Transmissions on Highway 7 South. Mo knows transmissions with over 30 years of experience in the business of keeping cars and trucks on the roads of North Mississippi. Mo's Transmissions is ready to serve. Say goodbye to transmission problems and say hello to Mo's Transmissions between Oxford and Water Valley on Highway 7 South.
Ron's Music Center is the full-line music store in Oxford. Sound support, instruments, and accessories, and the professionals to back those up. Come and play your next instrument at Ron's Music Center, Midtown Shopping Center in Oxford, 662-234-0051.
Thanks for listening to the Bank First Ranger Hour, your connection to Northwest Mississippi Community College on Super Talk Mississippi 93.7 and streaming live at supertalknorthms.com. Just click on the link for the Bank First Ranger Hour.
Thanks, Coach Jane Oakley, for being on the program, talking about men's basketball. Women's basketball with Laterra Williams will get started here very soon as well. We have other great sports that are going on, and we will discuss further throughout time. But now, back on with us, getting a chance to chat here at 9:33, Dr. Andrew Dale returns. Hello, sir.
Good morning, Gary. How you doing?
I know at your size you had to play basketball, right?
I was on the swim team.
Swim team.
I can tell you, I have been next to those guys in the cafeteria, and they're big. They make me look small, and I'm 6'8".
Right.
I can't wait to watch them play basketball.
I was going to say, if you're looking at guys eye to eye or up, as we do have in some cases, that means Coach Oakley has put a lot of tall guys on the team because I have no chance, right? I'll look them in the numbers in the belly. That's what I'll do.
They are some big dudes. So it's kind of exciting to have them on campus and just to see what happens this next semester with what we've got going on with the basketball team. Coach did a great job on that interview. He always does. And for the record, I'm pretty sure I can get Brian committed at some point.
I don't know because I've mentioned it to him. He's like, "Oh no, you don't want me on there. You don't want me on there. You don't want me on there."
Well, he's humble. But he is pretty smart, and he is sort of the backbone of what makes sports happen on campus, in venue, live stream stuff. He's Brian Lentz's right-hand man, and we would not be able to host a football game or anything without Brian Oakley at the helm behind the computer making things happen.
All right, so there's so many different things we need to get to in these last 25 minutes of the program. Because, not only do we have athletics that are underway and all over and, a number one women's soccer team. Volleyball just won a state championship, regular season. And then you've got football at number 8 and about to play number 4. And you've got this and that and everything. Let's get to the sports at the back end, if you don't mind. Do we have any academic or arts, anything happening we need to talk about in the academic portion of things first?
Well, so I kind of had it listed in date order. My little notes I've been preparing.
Yeah.
So it's homecoming week.
Yep.
There's a lot of activities on campus this week. We can circle back to that football game in a minute, but I do want to correct you. I think Holmes is number 6, not number 4.
Yep.
So let's not give him too much credit. But that game's tonight. Huge we need everybody to come out and to be a part of such an electric atmosphere. Homecoming is a big deal for us, as it is for any high school, any college, any university, but we try to make sure that our students have a grand experience. And if you come to the game tonight, you'll see that in action. Forget about the football game for just a second, but just come and be a part of all the homecoming things that are happening surround the football game. We try to go big because we know that football is one of the most attended events on our campus throughout the year, and we put a lot of effort and resources into that for that reason, because we know that a lot of people are coming. So game starts at 7 tonight, and the tailgating stuff starts at 6. Honestly, that's some of my favorite part of Northwest, because not everybody tailgates like we do in the community college space, and it's a lot of fun just to be a part and just to see all the activity that the students are getting involved with. There's a lot of community that happens there.
And
I'm sure the whole Oakley family is actually there.
Right, I would imagine. So the tailgating part of it, where is that done for those that are coming to, maybe this is their one shot to get a chance to come see a game? Where's the tailgating happen?
Right, it actually happens in the stadium. So there are some fenced-off areas that are grassy that we tent up, and it really feels super intimate because right across the fence is the marching band and the football team warming up, and you're kind of around them as they're coming in and out of their field house doing their warm-ups. The cheer team's there. It's shoulder to shoulder, very exciting. So if you're haven't been to a football game and you walk in there, you immediately become a Ranger fan just because of how fun it is to be a part of what we're doing at Tailgate. The students are having some games and a lot of fun. So show up 6 o'clock, wear some navy blue, and be a part of the fun that happens there tonight.
Navy blue, he says, people. Navy blue, yeah, remember.
Navy blue. That's our game color today. So you mentioned, let's see, I'll skip. Women's volleyball championship last night, obviously, but next week, because of that, we're hosting the MACCC or the NJCAA Region 23 tournament for volleyball. And that will lead to the Mississippi-Alabama game, which has national playoff contention. So we're really excited about that. A chance for a second championship, the Region 23 championship, which these girls won last year. So looking for a repeat of that. And wait, did I get that right? That might.
Yeah, they won. Yeah, they won the tournament, but this is the first time they have won the regular season.
That is true.
Yeah, they first MACCC championship with the win over Northeast yesterday. 24-8. They had that large run of wins. I think with what 15, 16, 17, somewhere in that area. Coach Burchett's just done a really good job of getting that program up and rolling and recruiting, obviously, at a high level and to get the 24 wins and get ready for the Region 23 tournament. Just excited to see that.
Such a professional, and her resume speaks for itself with all the championships she won while she was coaching in South Haven and Lewisburg. Just fabulous. So she's done a great job. We're excited for her here at that. Women's soccer continues to be number one in the nation. They play a game tomorrow, and it's here at home. I believe it's sophomore night for these students. So secondary to the athletic competition, this is the last time that they celebrate there is another home game, but tomorrow is going to be sophomore night for them. There's one Tuesday night here as well. So if you are local, you're a part of this soccer crew, and you're looking for an opportunity to connect with the number one junior college women's soccer team in the country, you have 2 opportunities left. That's tomorrow night and on Tuesday evening. There's a really big contingent around the Memphis space, and obviously you know that our coach is involved in that as well on the travel soccer side. He's really involved in that, and so there are a lot of teams that I was talking to somebody at church the other day. They're like, "Gosh, I've been meaning to come to bring my daughter, and I just need to know." So here it is, last 2 opportunities. Come tag in. for that. Speaking of tomorrow night, okay, arts side stuff. So I'm still going in order on date-wise, but Tower of Power tomorrow night. Huge group of musicians. So not everybody knows Tower of Power or what they've done, but they have backed up a lot of really awesome performers like, I just had this list here. Otis Redding, Elton John, Santana, Grateful Dead, John Lee Hooker, Aerosmith. So they're a recording entity unto themselves. But when you hear some of those things, this is a really tight group of musicians. If you want pure musicianship, you got to come check this out. This may not be the thing that you turn on the radio to, but it is so much fun for me as a former band director to watch these guys at the peak of their musicianship be able to do so many fun things. So it's kind of a jazz, funk, R&B. They're in the R&B section on Apple Music, but it doesn't fit R&B to my category. It's definitely jazz bandy funk, just in your face. It can be loud. They got a lot of electric guitar, but there's a lot of horns. So they would kind of be the group that would back up the Temptations, which is coming, they got all that horn sound behind them. So, and I did mention the Temptations. So that is actually next Friday. There's about 100 seats left. If y'all are interested, 100 seats left. It's amazing to have this group on campus.
Yeah.
So some of our band students are coming to Tower of Power tomorrow night and going to get an opportunity to tag in with that. We're excited to have them on campus. Saturday night, okay, we've got stuff happening every day. Bullarama is here this weekend, also tagging in with homecoming week and everything going on. This is a fundraiser for the rodeo team that helps them on their travel as they go to different places through the country. They're competing in Missouri and Alabama and Arkansas and Texas, so they're kind of all over the map, Kentucky, Tennessee. And what they have to do this weekend is it's not, some of our students are going to be a part of it, but it's mostly a local fundraiser for students who or individuals who want to be a part of the bull riding contest that's going on this weekend. I remember going to that. It's a lot of fun. So me as a I'm a ranger, right? But the whole cowboy, scene is new for me. Not really I grew up in Gulfport, not really a country boy, but can identify with it. So just to watch these people get on these enormous animals and ride them around in the arena, untamed, until they fall off or the animal just relents. It's really incredible, just the athleticism to be able to hold on for, I think they're looking for 7 seconds, but it seems like it moves in slow motion when this animal is going.
Listen, I grew up on the farm and did ride horses. We had cattle. It takes a special person to think you're going to stay on one of those things. And next, even with, and I know with Coach Loomis, the steer wrestling part of things, I might have had to wrestle one or two in the day that it was by accident, try to do some things there on the farm and get out of the way. What they do on a daily basis, men and women, riding the horses, whether it's the ladies barrel racing or if you're roping or you're doing whatever, they are true athletes. Trust me, they are true athletes. I know they're sometimes on a horse, but they are true athletes, and it is fun to go watch what they do. And I do encourage people, if you can, to go out on the farm and take a look at that this weekend.
And to learn from Coach Will Loomis, who is
Correct, yeah.
At the height of his professional career in the Professional Rodeo Association. I'm not even sure I said that correctly, but his number one, number two, number three in the country steer wrestler status, which has been bouncing around for the last couple of years. An incredible asset for our students. Not only for the program and all the work that he's done to kind of dress it up and make it better for our students, but just the relationships that he builds with our students and the things that they're going to be able to do in the future because they have access to him and his experience and advice. Incredible. Okay, so next Monday, the 29th, I got something academic, sort of, but it's more arts. Our chorale is partnered with the University of Memphis, Lacey Halley, I think, was our assistant choir director last year, and she's back at the University of Memphis finishing her doctorate this year. And I think she's a part of this organization, but that's sort of the tie-in. But we're doing a joint concert with the University of Memphis at the Scheit Center, Performing Arts Center in Memphis on Monday night. So really cool that our Northwest group can go and be a part of the university scene and have a university-connected experience for our chorale. Some of the work that they do on that concert on the 29th will be parlayed to the 6th, which is when they have their home concert back on campus at the Heindl Center. So if you don't catch it on Monday in Memphis on campus, then you can catch it here. Won't be completely the same, but they'll be here and a week later after that on the 6th. Okay, we mentioned the Temptations. That's next Friday. Again, just like 100 seats left. There is a ET opportunity if you want to dress up and be involved in that next week. I think it's also the 29th, same time as Memphis. You can come to the Heindl Center and watch the ET movie and celebrate that kind of as the Halloween moment. You know, my personal story, when my son was small, he couldn't watch ET because he thought it was a scary movie. But that police car in that movie was my first vehicle, the Ford Fairmont.
Really?
So I have good memories of that. It's a lot of fun, and personally also identify with anything John Williams. So all the music associated with that is fantastic. So come to the movie, be a part of that, and then next Saturday. Okay, we get through Halloween, and next Saturday here on campus, we're tagging in with everything that's happening on Main Street in Senatobia. The Main Street open house for Christmas is next Saturday. So our cheer team is hosting Breakfast with Santa and pictures, and it's on the Polar Express. The lobby of the Heindl Center is going to be transformed into the Polar Express, and Santa will be there.
Nice.
So there's a lot happening in the course of just 7 days connected with the campus. So there's more to do. I mean, there's more fine arts things in November to look forward to because, frankly, the band, jazz band, the choir, the art department, they really get geared up at the back end of the semester. So there's more things coming there, and we can talk about that in a week or two. But gosh, that's my list of things to talk about today.
Take a breath.
Like 20 minutes already.
That's right. Take a break, take a nap, and I hope the calendar is there where you know where you're supposed to be throughout all of those events.
We got cameras everywhere. We're just trying to capture it all, and we hope that everybody is tagging in. So it's just reflective of the mission of the college. Northwest exists to transform students' lives. We do that through all of the opportunities that students have on campus, academically and in student organizations. We exist to enrich our local communities, and these events certainly display that we're trying to reach out and get people involved and strive for excellence in our educational programs and services. And so those events we want to do with excellence. And if you come to Tower of Power tomorrow night, you'll see excellence on stage. One of the cool things about being a musician is that if you play a bad note, you just do it again and call it jazz, and that's really where they are. But there are so many things for individuals to tag into here in Senatobia. I didn't really even mention that we also have in DeSoto Center the Spooktacular happening next week for folks in DeSoto County. A really cool night on our campus in DeSoto. Very, very, the lobby of that building is completely transformed as well, and thousands of people come to do the trunk or treat thing that happens there. So lots of opportunities, Gary. Thanks for letting me talk to you today.
Absolutely. I appreciate you being here, and I'll take a break, and I'll tell the people all of the websites and places to go to and how to find all of these things at the back end of the program. Thank you, Andrew. Appreciate the time.
Have a great day, babe.
Dr. Andrew Dale with us, as he is guest number 2 on the program. There are a ton of things to go see and go do at any of these campuses at Northwest Community College, serving us here in this Super Talk 93.7 listening area. I'll give you some more of those times and things and places to go take a peek when we finish up the program next.
Okay, we all love Halloween. So this October, all three from Hyundai of Batesville. We're offering spooktacular deals on every Hyundai in stock. Looking for a nice treat? Right now, get a 2024 Hyundai Elantra for just $349 per month with no money down. Or get the all-new Hyundai Santa Fe for just $549 per month, also with no money down. And get a free TV on us. Buy with the power of Hyundai Assurance and America's best warranty. 10 years, 100,000 miles. HyundaiofBatesville.com. Is your credit history scary? Not to us. No one works harder to get you approved than our team of credit specialists. We're not worried about your past. We're here for your future. Plus, we want your trade. We'll give you a whole lot for whatever you're driving, dead or alive. Remember, no tricks, all treats. From Hyundai of Batesville, where nobody walks away because everybody saves. Highway 6 West. Call 662-563-5464. HyundaiofBatesville.com. Stock number 45600 and 4323. 6.89% for 84 months with approved credit. See dealer for details.
As a hometown bank, Bank First is proud to offer top-notch banking products like home, personal, and business loans, and perks-earning checking accounts. Bank First supports local businesses and people who support their communities. We believe our towns, no matter the size, deserve the best products and the best customer service, an experience we all deserve. We're hometown banking at its best. We're Bank First. Do you bank with us? You should. Bank First is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
You know what makes a good football team? Players with heart and lots of practice. In fact, that's also what makes a good law firm. At Roberts Wilson PA Injury Law, we've had lots of practice and we've got plenty of heart. We're out there fighting the big insurance companies every day. After a car or truck wreck, let the pros at Roberts Wilson PA Injury Law level the playing field between you and the insurance company. 662-533-9111.
Ellison Assisted Living of Oxford combines expert care with active social lifestyles to meet you at any stage of life. We believe that life is meant to be lived as vibrantly as possible. For your assisted living needs, we offer individualized adaptive care plans, lifestyle programming, chef-prepared meals, and social opportunities for seniors. We're dedicated to ensuring our residents thrive each and every day. Visit ellisonoxford.com to schedule a tour of Ellison Assisted Living of Oxford and experience the best in senior living.
Don't know where to park? Whether you have an existing parking lot or new construction, you need A-line striping to properly design your parking space. There's no job too big or too small for A-line striping. From your office parking lot to interior and exterior warehouse striping, call 901-335-8772. Plus, they do custom designs and stencil, seal coating, crack filling, and wheel stops. Call 901-335-8772. Or visit alinestripinginc.com and click on Request a Quote. A-Line Striping. A lot depends on us.
Thanks for listening to the Bank First Ranger Hour, your connection to Northwest Mississippi Community College on SuperTalk Mississippi 93.7 and streaming live at supertalknorthms.com. Just click on the link for the Bank First Ranger Hour.
Please do to keep up with everything going in this program. Let's just say you caught the second half. You didn't hear the interview with Coach Shane Oakley at the first part, or maybe you had to miss a little bit of what Dr. Dale was saying there in the second part of the show. It will be in podcast form anywhere you get those podcasts later on today. So you can check out the Bank First Ranger Hour in a podcast form in case you missed the program in these first 55 minutes of things. Next, of course, Thursday on Super Talk Radio, we turn it over with Middays with Gerard, Steve Azar in a Mississippi Minute. Rebecca's Got the Good Things. Sports Talk Mississippi will happen. It'll flip all the way back around. And then tomorrow, we shall do the Roberts Wilson PA High School Sports Hour. But a few things to get to in NWCC news before we are done, and that is the fact that it is homecoming tonight on the Northwest campus in Senatobia. 7 o'clock is the kick. As Dr. Dale told us, tailgating will begin about an hour prior. Northwest number 8 in the country, Holmes number 6. They're both unbeaten in the north half of the MACCC standings. And then Northwest will finish up at Itawamba, who is still ranked as well in the top 15. And so these next 2 weeks, with all the work that's done, Northwest lost by 1 to open up the season to Pearl River. They've won 6 straight games. And so basically it comes down to these last 2 weeks as to where or if Northwest will still even make the playoffs in the state of Mississippi. And they are ranked number 8 in the country and hosting the Bulldogs out of Goodman tonight. So it should be a busy time in Senatobia. And if you can't attend, which we hope you can, all things will be there for you on NWCCRangers.com. So if you can't, the Bryans do a great job of getting that ready for you and presenting number 8 Northwest versus number 6 Holmes. That's tonight in football. And then you do get soccer for the next couple of days that will be going on in the Northwest campus as well. Northwest number 1 in the country, 14-0 overall. They're 9-0 inside the world of Mississippi. And so they will have a couple of matches to finish things up. And you get as well the volleyball action that will be going on. For soccer, they're at home tomorrow against Colin and Meridian on Tuesday. And then for the volleyball team, they won the conference championship regular season yesterday. They will now play host to the MACCC and Region 23 tournament November 1st and 2nd at Howard Coliseum. The dates, the details, the other teams will still have with some matches to go to figure out who will be coming here to Senatobia in the upcoming days. So a lot of things happening on the Northwest campus. We thank you for being a part of things today. Hope you enjoyed the program. We will come back tomorrow with some high school discussion. Jake Thompson in studio with me. We'll get into college football as well. And who knows what else it might be between 9 and 10. Gerard is next. Thanks for listening to the Bank First Ranger Hour today. So long.
Now the time has come for leaving, fear now we shall return. We were so glad we could make it, but so sad we gotta run. Well, it might be a long time till we raise another glass. You can rest assured that next time we'll have ourselves a laugh. Yeah, we'll have ourselves a laugh.